Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case on penalties. The name of the case is Income Tax Officer versus MANIAR Electricals Private Limited. This case has been reported in 100 ITR Tribunal, page number 569, and the matter has been decided by Mumbai ITAT D bench. The date of the judgment is 21st May 2021. In this case, the case of the assessee was reopened under section 148 and some information from the GST Department was there regarding the bogus purchases, and the assessing officer made the addition of near about 5 lakh rupees for bogus purchases. And after that, the assessing officer also levied penalty and imposed penalty under section 271 subsection 1 clause C of near about 80,000 rupees. The assessee went into the CIT appeal for this penalty because in this case the issue regarding the penalty is involved. CIT appeal deleted the penalty on the ground that when the penalties are imposed where the additions have been made on the estimate basis, then in that case the penalties cannot be levied. Meaning thereby that when the additions are on the estimate basis or ad hoc basis, then in that case penalty cannot be levied. This is a general law. But in this question it is not a point that whether the additions were on the basis of ad hoc basis or on the estimate basis, but CIT appeal gave the relief on this point. The department preferred the appeal in the ITAT. Although the amount involved of penalty was near about 80,000, so the department gave the plea that there is an exception in clause 10 subclause E of CBDT circular of 2018 that in cases where the additions have been made on the basis of the information received from various investigating agencies like CBI, ED, DGGI, DG, then in those cases the limits for filing the appeals in ITAT, High Court or Supreme Court will not apply. If we read that exception says about the additions and not about the penalties. That exception says that when the additions are on the basis of the information received from various agencies. So now the question arises whether the additions will involve the penalty also. So the moot question, the focal point before the ITAT was that whether the appeal of the department should be entertained on the basis that the exception under clause 10E of the CBDT circular of 2018 will apply to this case or not. So in this case, the ITAT held that levy of penalty by no means could be construed as an addition within the meaning of clause 10, clause E of the aforesaid circular. The point is that if the version of the department is accepted, then in that case nowadays whatever the additions are being made, 70 to 80% or 90% you can say, the additions are based on the information which has been received by the department from the various agencies like CBI, ED, DGGI or DG. Then in that case, whether it is a penalty of 10,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees, the department will be entitled to go for the appeals for all the cases. So from the reading of the exception clause 10 clause E of the CBDT circular of 2018, it is very much clear that that exception is only for the additions and not for the penalties. This case has very far-reaching effect for all the penalties for which the department is before the ITAT, and the limits do not empower the department to go into the appeals, but the department tries to take the plea of clause 10 clause E of the CBDT circular. So this case is very important in that regard. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case, the name of the case is Income Tax Officer versus MANIAR Electricals Private Limited. The case has been reported in 100 ITR Tribunal at page number 569. The matter has been decided by Mumbai ITAT D bench and the date of the judgment is 21st May 2021. Thank you, friends.